What up, dude bros? I'm Frank. This is a video review of the Nerf Star Wars Chewbacca Blaster, a spring-powered pump-action two-shot shotgun with sound effects. Chewbacca sound effects not included, just the blaster sound effects. Included is the blaster itself, the stock, scope, a few glow strike darts, and the instructions. This is a pretty cool blaster even if you don't care at all about Star Wars just because of the shotgun features. So let's get into the external overview, starting up at the front. This is a front-loading two-shot shotgun, so to load you can put in your two darts up front like this. This is a shotgun, so it fires both darts at once. There's no option to single fire unless you only load one. But it has a smart air restrictor, so if you only load one, it'll fire, and it doesn't leak air out of the second barrel, so it shoots one dart pretty hard. Still wouldn't consider that select fire though. The included darts are glow strike darts because this has the glow strike tech integrated. When you prime back the blaster, you can see the little light turn on, which is priming your ammo, pushing that light into the glow strike ammo, so if you're in a dark environment, you can see the dart fly through the air. The glow strike tech doesn't work extremely well, but it works as well as the other glow strike tech out of Nerf. But of course it works with normal Nerf Elite darts if you don't care at all about that feature. Moving back is the priming handle, which is this whole gray piece here to prime. You pull back and push forward, and that primes you to fire one shot of two, since it's a shotgun. Moving back a bit more, you have some LEDs in the side of the blaster on this side and on this side, which illuminate green when you press the trigger. Right above the lights, you have a standard Nerf In-Strike Tactical rail, on top of which is the included scope, or optic thing. If you don't want to use this, this is compatible with all your other In-Strike attachments. But call me crazy, that looks like an Airtech 3000 tank, doesn't it? Modders know what I'm talking about. That plus a vaping pen, like boom, optic. That's how Chewbacca rolls, bro. Or maybe I'm just crazy, I don't know. And this is a standard In-Strike attachment, so if you want to put this Airtech 3000 scope or Chewbacca scope onto another blaster, you totally can. Moving down a bit is the trigger. The trigger pull is pretty standard, and this blaster does not have slam fire because it's a front loader, of course. Above the trigger on this side is the battery door. If you want to shut the blaster up and turn the lights out, there's no off button on the blaster to temporarily disable that feature. To shut it up completely, you can just take out the batteries. And taking those out does not disable the firing of the blaster in any way. And if you press this trigger enough, to actually make the batteries go flat, to replace them, you can just throw in 3 AAA batteries. But it's likely you'll get knocked out from a friend or your mother by making this annoying noise before those batteries go flat. Just kidding, of course. Moving down to the grip. Now this grip looks like visually really uncomfortable. It looks really sharp, but I think it's pretty comfortable. It is on the fatter side, which is more welcoming to an adult or a larger hand, but there is room for improvement. Up here where the webbing of your hand sits is a little tight. If you're a normal Nerfer, you probably won't even notice it, but if you shoot it a few hundred times in a row, like I do for my testing procedure, your hand might get a little tender. Insert "Coop, you're just a little baby" comments here. And that's the grip. Now back to the stock. This little guy is a storage stock, so you can pull up on this little flap, and it's just a giant open hole back here, so you can throw in ammo, a Twinkie, or whatever you'd like. This stock is included with the blaster, but it is a standard In-Strike stock, so you can push down on this little button and remove the stock, revealing the standard In-Strike stock attachment lug, to which you can totally add other stocks. But that's it for the external overview. Let's see it on the firing range. Using normal blue Elite darts for video visibility. Firing the Chewbacca blaster is pretty fun. There are a few shotgun options out on the market, but this is a welcome addition to that lineup. Made a whole video comparing all the shotguns in the past. Not sure I'll revise it just for this edition, but eventually, when there are more shotguns available. One issue to report, however, the smart AR system isn't quite smart enough. It's meant to be a two-shot shotgun to always fire 2 at once. It doesn't have like a selector switch to only fire 1, but maybe 1 out of 15 shots, only the top barrel would fire, and the second would be kind of halfway out of the barrel, like that. The first shot wasn't especially hard, but it doesn't fire both. It's an issue that comes up occasionally with certain smart air restrictor designs, but in my experience that can also vary quite a bit from blaster to blaster, so if I bought 3 more of this Chewbacca blaster, this issue might not present in those other blasters, so I could have something of a lemon, but still worth noting. If you only want to shoot 1 dart, you can load just 1, and the dart shoots faster. So I put this blaster up on my chronograph, and when I shot 2 at once, it averaged 51 feet per second, which is quite a bit slower than the Elite PAR. However, that is the trend for shotguns. But when I only load 1 dart into the top barrel and nothing in the bottom, air doesn't leak out of the second barrel, so it fires much harder at 71 feet per second, which is right on par with the Elite standard. So that 51 FPS average is below the Elite PAR, but that PAR is really only for single-shot blasters. This is right in line with other shotguns on the market. So overall opinion on the Star Wars Chewbacca blaster. Overall, I like it. I personally don't really care for shotguns, it doesn't fit my playstyle, but other than the occasional misfire where it doesn't fire out of the second barrel, it works pretty well. I didn't have any actual jams or malfunctions with the mechanical priming system at all. And Nerfers who dig shotguns really dig shotguns. They're super passionate about that subset of blasters. So I'm sure the shotgun users out there will dig this addition to the series. Especially if you take off the stock in this little thing. This doesn't look like a Star Wars blaster at all. It looks like a sawed-off shotgun. And with the red dot and a cooler looking stock, this looks like a super tactical shotgun. And the barrel shroud up here, that's just asking for a tactical paint job, like black or gray or something. Oh, the door's locked? I'll just blow out the deadbolt with my shotgun. So something of a mixed opinion, but hopefully my firing demo and external overview provide all the information you need to make that purchase decision for yourself. If you're interested in purchasing the Chewbacca blaster, I'll leave a purchase link in the description box below. That's it for this video review. Thanks so much for watching, bros, and as always, stay tactical.